the late 13th century, as the Byzantine Empire waned and the Crusades left their mark on the lands of Anatolia, a new force began to stir. In the rugged mountains of northwestern Anatolia, a small, determined tribe of Turks was led by a visionary warrior, Osman, son of Ertugrul. His name would soon echo across the lands, for he was destined to found an empire that would endure for over 6 centuries. This is the story of Osman I, the man who laid the foundation for the mighty Ottoman Empire. Born around 1258 into the Kaya tribe of the Oghuz Turks, Osman grew up in a world of constant conflict and shifting alliances. His father, Ertugrul, had secured a small but strategic territory near the Byzantine frontier, where the Christian and Muslim worlds collided. It was here that Osman's character was forged, hardened by the struggles of his people, and inspired by the dream of a greater destiny. Upon his father's death, Osman took command of the tribe, and it wasn't long before his leadership was tested. The Byzantine Empire, though weakened, still held formidable fortresses and towns in the region. But Osman had a vision of a new state, one that would rise from the ashes of the old and spread its influence far beyond its humble beginnings. Osman's first significant victory came with the conquest of the Byzantine fortress of Bilecik around 1299. This victory marked not only the expansion of his territory, but also the beginning of the Ottoman state. From this stronghold, Osman launched raids and campaigns against other Byzantine towns and fortresses, steadily expanding his domain. But Osman was not merely a warrior, he was a strategist. He understood the importance of alliances and the power of faith. He attracted followers not only through his military prowess, but also by positioning himself as a protector of Islam, gaining the support of other Turkish tribes and Sufi orders. His leadership was marked by a blend of martial strength and diplomatic acumen, allowing his small state to flourish in the face of much larger enemies. Legend has it that Osman was inspired by a dream in which a great tree sprang from his chest, its branches spreading across the world, offering shade and protection to all who stood beneath it. This dream, interpreted as a sign from God, strengthened his resolve and gave his followers a sense of divine purpose. Osman was not just building a state, he was laying the foundations for an empire. With this vision in mind, Osman continued his campaigns, taking the key town of Yenişehir and establishing it as his capital. From here, he planned his greatest conquest, the capture of the city of Bursa, which would serve as the first major capital of the emerging Ottoman Empire. Though Osman would not live to see its fall, his son Orhan would carry on his legacy, capturing Bursa in 1326 and solidifying the foundation his father had laid. Osman I passed away in 1326, just as his vision was beginning to take shape. But his legacy was far from complete. The dynasty he founded, the House of Osman, would rule an empire that stretched from the gates of Vienna to the deserts of Arabia, from the shores of North Africa to the heart of Anatolia. The Ottoman Empire, born from the ambitions of a small Turkish chieftain, would endure for over 600 years, leaving an indelible mark on the history of the world. Osman's name would be forever associated with the empire that bore it. The Ottoman Empire, a beacon of Islamic civilization and a dominant force in global politics for centuries. His vision of unity, strength, and expansion would guide his successors as they built upon the foundations he had laid. The story of Osman I is one of humble beginnings and extraordinary achievements. From a small tribe in the mountains of Anatolia, he forged a state that would grow into one of the most powerful empires in history. His leadership, marked by courage, wisdom, and a sense of divine purpose, transformed the fate of his people and set the stage for a new era in the world's history. But perhaps the most remarkable fact about Osman I is that his dream did not end with his death. It only grew stronger. The empire he founded would stand the test of time, outlasting many of its contemporaries and influencing the course of history for centuries. And today, more than 700 years after his death, the legacy of Osman lives on, not just in the annals of history, but in the very heart of the city that would become the jewel of his empire. Istanbul, once known as Constantinople, the city that would bridge two continents and countless cultures, just as Osman had envisioned. Osman I, the warrior, the founder, the visionary. His story is a testament to the power of faith, the strength of purpose, and the enduring legacy of a leader who dared to dream of something greater. From the hills of Anatolia to the heights of empire, Osman's name will forever be remembered as the man who gave birth to a new world order, the father of the Ottoman Empire.